I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Sri Lanka.
Mr. President, my delegation aligns itself with the statement delivered by Uganda on behalf of the non-aligned movement. I wish to make the following observations, however, in my national capacity. Excellencies, distinguished representatives, it has been said that in the heart of adversity, hope emerges as the strongest force for change. And from the seeds of hope, the tree of peace shall grow, sheltering both nations. We must, therefore, my dear friends, generously nourish that growth. That is my delegation's sincere hope. Sri Lanka supported the call for the admission of the State of Palestine as a member of this assembly in an enhanced status. We have consistently maintained that position, that a just and lasting solution can only be achieved based on a two-state solution on the basis of the borders of the 4th of June 1967. Mr. President, a peaceful and stable Middle East fundamentally depends on whether a two-state solution becomes a reality or not. It is sometimes difficult to find an intelligible rationale to the paradox as to how, while ostensibly supporting a two-state solution, the various state members oppose the admission of the State of Palestine as a regular member of the United Nations. Mr. President, the developments since 7th of October last year have called into question our fundamental humanity as the continued massacre of civilians takes place, with live reports reaching our homes, our workplaces on a daily basis. Mr. President, in your address to the General Assembly on the 8th of April, you very rightly termed the conflict in Gaza as a blight on our common humanity, which is, in the words of the UN Emergency Relief Coordinator Martin Griffiths, he described it as unparalleled in its intensity, brutality, and scope. Mr. President, there are several reasons that can be urged in this August Assembly to support this resolution, which we have done, that we have endorsed in its present form, which would give Palestine an enhanced status and recognition that would necessarily require the stakeholders to give Palestine their long-eluded standing in the international community. What is it that Palestine can enjoy more than what they enjoy now? My dear friends, it can enjoy enhanced UN membership, which will allow Palestine to actively participate in global efforts to maintain peace and security. It will ensure sovereignty and equality. You will appreciate that enhanced UN membership ensures that a country is recognized as a member state with recognized rights and responsibilities. It provides access to various resources and assistance programs offered by this organization. It strengthens international relations. Think about it. Being a member of the UN enhances its credibility and legitimacy in the international community. It facilitates enhanced diplomatic relations and opens doors for bilateral and multilateral cooperation, trade, and investment. It helps address global challenges. Enhanced membership will enable Palestine to actively participate in addressing global challenges collectively, such as climate change, poverty, terrorism, human rights violations, and public health crises. It will provide a platform to collaborate with other countries and work towards finding collective solutions. And finally, it will place a demand on Palestine itself to uphold international law and human rights. Enhanced membership signifies, therefore, a commitment, I say, to upholding international law, human rights, and fundamental freedoms, and would allow Palestine to engage in discussions, negotiations, and initiatives at promoting and protecting human rights globally. Mr. President, the time, I say, is therefore ripe for this Assembly that has proclaimed with a resounding majority its desire and will that Palestine be granted the status of an enhanced UN membership as envisaged in the resolution that we have now put in place. This Assembly has proclaimed its intentions in the clearest of terms, with an overwhelming decision affirming its will to grant the State of Palestine the right of enhanced membership. Mr. President, we cannot tarry over the right of the Palestinian people to participate in the work of this organization on an equal basis with other member states any longer. Mr. President, to remain in the current state of inertia will surely undermine, I say, and put at stake the moral and ethical foundation of the international system based on the UN Charter and the rule of law. It has been accepted that the State of Palestine has fulfilled the requirements in terms of Article 4. It has accepted the UN Charter as a peace-loving state. It is a member of the non-aligned movement, a member of the G77 in China, a member of the Asia-Pacific group of states, as well as other groupings. The delegation of Palestine, Excellencies, participates in the proceedings of this organization day in and day out in the ordinary course of its work. It is not right, we believe, that a single country or a minority group can stand in the way of an overwhelming majority of the international community. So let us today give the people of Palestine the dignity they deserve, and at the same time give humanity the hope that something is right in this world. It is time to act now. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Sri Lanka,